latest update from Galana Kulalu, where the Kenya government hopes to achieve 1 million acres to be put under irrigation. Is it still viable or not? Those are the questions that continue to linger. Well, like I told you, we now want to have that conversation on insurance premiums, and the government is looking forward to actually increasing the premiums effective today that will be covering the PSVs. And I'm now joined by a loaded panel of gentlemen, and just to make a quick introduction, we have to my first left, that is Cliff Otieno, who is the CEO for Invesco, and seated next to him is Seth Chengo, who is an actuary, and further off we have Wambugu Kanoro, the Chief Executive Officer for Matatu Owners Association. Perhaps if I would pick it up from the Matatu operations point of view, what do you make of this move to have the premiums raised?
Number one, it's a cost to us, but also it depends on how the cost of living is going around that. Of course, noting it is only 15%. As Matatu Owners Association, we have really at least lobbied this thing. It was coming from 50%. Then it came to 35%. But at least we have sort of agreed to be at 15%. Because we've noted the cost of living, the inflation rate, at least also. Because even noting the issue of Matatu itself. Initially in 2003, or 2007,
yeah.
Matatu cost used to be at 2.5 million. Currently now it's 4.5 million, almost 100%. Therefore, if it is going to be 15%, at least we can see what is going to happen. Okay. Although it is also going to be a cost to our production.
Perhaps let's bring in an insurance person, and Cliff, is this the right move to take up now that you're seeing already the economy is contracting to some extent, and people are claiming it is going to be more burdensome, especially to Matatu owners?
Thank you very much, Aby. Yes, it is the right move. We have not increased insurance premiums since the year 2010. So we're talking about 6 years and going. And all the costs that go into our business, the repair of those vehicles, court awards, the compensation to claimants, all these have been on an upward trend. It was our wish to actually have increased by a lot more, perhaps 35%, but after negotiation, the agreement is 15% effective today.
So you came to a gentleman's agreement? We
came to a gentleman's agreement based on the situation in the country and looking at all variables.
All right. And Seth, looking at this development, we're seeing the insurance sector is one of the big contributors to our GDP in terms of what we collect from the premiums, as well as just the industry in totality. It's in the trillions of shillings. Do you think this is going to raise revenue generated out of that? And what potential impact might it have for business people who might feel it's too high for them?
Okay, thank you very much, and good question. My role as an actuary is to look at an insurance contract and advise on what the right price is against that particular insurance contract. The repercussions of not charging the right premium on an insurance contract is pervasive across the whole economy. For example, if you don't charge the right premium, and when your claim actually arises, you won't have institutions that are strong enough to actually pay off the claim. And if that happens in an industry like the PSV industry, in an industry like motor private, in an industry like medical, you actually have a scenario where the general public is actually severely impacted simply by insurance companies not actually charging the right premium. So there are various ways of looking at it, and to be very honest, everyone would have a different view on this matter, but the bottom line is to have a sound and vibrant financial services industry, you have to charge the right premium reflective of the risk that is being taken on.
And Cliff, let me just pick your mind on how the insurance sector has been progressing. Of course, you know, motor insurance is one of the biggest segments of the insurance sector, really. Perhaps now that we are already taking on these new premiums, do you anticipate any defaults that might occur along the line?
We've reflected on that. They're subject to the discussions with the Matatu owners who happen to be both our customers and our shareholders, the increment should be very small. Now, our own thinking, when we talked with our actuaries, our internal inflation comparing 2010, the last time we adjusted, and 2016, we would have been talking about 50%. That is what I should be asking my customers, that my costs have gone up 50%, please give me 50%. We proposed 35% about August, October there. We negotiated. We then agreed 15. I feel the 15%, the interesting thing is, a 15% increase in insurance premium does not translate to a 15% cost for the Matatu person. In fact, our little animation shows that it should...
seems to disagree. I can see his facial expression.
He will come there. Our thinking would be, it could be something a little gentler.
Okay.
But probably Kanoru can comment on that.
Kanoru, will this affect the fare people pay in the matatus? Because the matatu people are known to increase prices, be it it's raining or there's a shortage. Will this affect the fares?
In terms of Matatu Owners Association, we have a structured way of doing business. All those people who keep on hiking the fares, they do not have structures. But for us, we are going to see now, this is a cost to our business. What is it that we are going to go? Looking at it, 14-seater, it's only 900 shillings per month. Looking at 900 shillings per month, at least from the little that you are getting, you need at least to factor in 30 shillings per day, assuming the vehicle is going to be going for 30 days. So at least you'll see how best we are going to do it. But also looking at 33-seaters, which are the majority, especially in the city, from 14 to 16, you'll see the slight increment. So we have to factor in how you're going to cushion our members against that.
Okay.
And there is something that we are trying to do, at least. We want to do a professional business as Matatu owners.
All right.
What we're intending to do is, most of our money goes to loss through traffic graft. We intend to have an MOU with the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Authority, NTSA, and the Kenya Police, whereby if any officer is found soliciting or taking a bribe or extorting, at least they're going to be. This is something that we are seeing. If this insurance is going to be increased, at least how do we rope in? Though it's a cost to us, but at least we are seeing how best we are going to cushion against. But the best thing that SAIS has already said, it's about the claim. Will our claims be paid? And of course, at least for this time, we are optimistic they are going to pay all the claims.
Interesting sentiments there being raised by my panel. Of course, it is a conversation you cannot exhaust in one sitting, and we'll continue to generate more discussions around this particular debate. Well, that is the latest news that Matatu will be paying an increased premium from today being the first day where it will be implemented. And I've been speaking there to Wambugu Kanoru, CEO, Media Matatu Owners Association. I also had Seth Chengo, who is an actuary with Alexander Forbes. And to my immediate left is Cliff Otieno, CEO Invesco. And our Twitter poll results are out. 74% are saying yes, and 16% are saying no, and 10% do not know. That is generally the feeling of Kenyans out there regarding this particular issue. And on that note, that's how we wrap it up on Kitchen Business today. My name is Aby Agina. Let's catch up tomorrow for another edition of your most authoritative business program in the region. Coming up next is Worldview.